It's on.
Okay guys, so we are going to do reading and writing section, and we have done reading, but reading would be better, it would be better if you do it from the worksheet. We are going to do writing part 4. Writing part 4 is a short piece of writing in response to a given situation. You are given a situation, your friend is coming to the Shambe, you are going to apply for a part-time job, you feel like internet is more or less like harming your eyesight. There would be a situation for you, a kind of situation. The writing can take the form of a letter or email. Now it sounds like we are either semi-formal or informal. Both these writing, a letter means informal letter in your syllabus, clear? You're not going to get formal letter. Email is generally again informal. And students may have to provide information and ask for required information. Now sometimes you are seeking information and sometimes you are providing information that in my country, if some tourist comes to the Shambe, please don't forget to carry what? Water bottles, because water problem always exists. We are always relying on what? Filter water or mineral water bottles that is only available at supermarkets. Clear? The water supply to the households is not that regular drinking water. Or you can say that you must have a proper driving license, because in this country what you get? You can hire private cars. Clear? Let's get back to the requirement. If we go back to the requirement, part 4 says that you have to rely on 3 things. The task is divided into how many bullet points? 3 bullet points. You have to cover them all. If you write all 3 bullet points, you will get 5. If you don't write 3 bullet points, you will get 4. If you write 2 bullet points, you will get 1. That is the criterion for marking. Clear? Then comes, did you give your email an appropriate opening and closing? Now this is a very important thing, because generally when we say for letter or email and we go for introduction, usually the greetings involve what? What kind of greetings you use? Hello, hi, how are you? Please do avoid these greetings. They are not acceptable, or you might lose some marks. Better have a proper starting and ending. Suppose you are writing a letter yourself. There is a thing, a kind of situation, you initiated the top. You say, oh, I became the school captain. Oh, I've been selected for the university. Or you say, oh, I'm the one who has been honored with a kind of title in the school. Now you want to start the conversation. Or you went for a party, you enjoyed your friend's birthday last week. So you will say, it's been a long time since I wrote to you. You are initiating the talk. It's not the person who is going to write to you. Or you can also start like this. Hey, my friend, it's been a long time since I heard from you or from your side, because you didn't receive the letter from your friend. These are the 2 ways when you are initiating the talk. But there are situations when somebody else wrote you a letter, now you're writing a response. Question says that you have to write a response. If we go back to the same PDF, it says, be careful. You have to write in what? What is this? Response. You got a letter from your friend who has been selected for a reputed university in England, and then he has written to you, oh, I'm going to join my college from this and this date. Now in this case, be careful. You're writing a response, then you say, receive your letter, my dear friend Robert, in which you are mentioned about your selection in the prestigious university of what? Westminster or Harvard or Oxford. So this is the response. This is initiating the talk. Clear? Again, there's a response. Again, there's a good response. It was shocking to hear that you met with an accident. And I hope you would be well and recovering fast. It was delightful to hear that your dad has bought what? Another BMW car. Oh, this is great news. So these are the startings when you are starting it, right? Now, the instruction from Pearson book, it says, you have to be very careful and you are going to be marked for these 2 things, mister. Clear? Communication, content and organization. Communication, are you using informal communication? Are you using slang words? Are you getting too informal? Hello, hi, clear, wow, clear? Please be careful. And when you go for these, there are some discourse markers. And what are these punctuations? If you are emotive, using emotive language, you want to use what? Exclamation mark. You're too excited, you're too sad. You'll say, hurrah, alas, wow. So these are some of the expressions which are using what? Exclamation mark. These could be rhetorical question. Do you accept your friends? Do you accept your friends who do not care for you? So email will have a good communication style. Content is okay. Content means what? How many bullet points? 3 bullet points are your content. Content means you read the question carefully. Some guys, they don't read the questions carefully. If I give you the sample, it's on page number 165 of your book, ESL book. And what are the three contents, mister? What are the 3 contents? Mr. Khurshid, can you read out?
Why you want a part-time job?
Right.
So which jobs might be available in your area?
And
questions to ask for advice.
Okay, Mr. Hamza Rafat. You would say that there are 3 kinds of part-time job. Filling station. In Australia, my old student, ex-student, they keep telling me, they say they work at the filling stations at night. Some of them work at a restaurant. Some of them work in different other call centers which are working at night because of the communication skills. So you want part-time job, why? Because you are studying in another country and your parents are financially weak. They cannot send you all your household things or your housing allowances or kind of your whatever you have to pay as your liabilities as a student. So this is why you will mention why you want a part-time job. What about second thing? Jobs could be filling station, BPO centers, restaurant. These are the 3 places which are there in the evening. Because you have a regular college from morning till evening. So in that case, you have to have what? You need to have what kind of jobs may be available. This is a kind of pursuit, research. Third part should be covered in the body is what? Question to ask for advice. What would you recommend me? Clear, because this is your writing to your friend. And your friend knows which is the better option for you. Oh my dear friend, Arafat, you are not good at late night jobs. You feel like sleeping by 11 o'clock. I would rather recommend you that you join some place where you have got late evening hours, not midnight. That would be suitable for you. Oh my dear friend Islam, you live 10 to 20 kilometers away from the town. If you commute to the town, to the place, it would be dangerous for you. May not be good on the highway, you return at night. So there are some recommendations. Oh Mr. Khurshid, you carry the repo of a good speaker and you speak very good refined language. If you work at the call center or a restaurant, maybe you might learn some slangs. It would spoil your communication skills. So these are the advices. What are the next thing? What are the next thing we have got? Next thing we were to be good for is content. We have done 3 points. Which is the next point? Organization. Organization also includes the structures. Clear? The structures means, first of all, organization is organizing into how many paragraphs? 1, 2 and 3. Introduction, body and conclusion. Then cohesive network. What is cohesive network? Linking words. We daily talk 100 times. Every time my session has got 3 common words. Linking words, cohesive devices, clear? And proper structures, varied structures. When I say varied structures, what does it mean? Simple, compound and complex. You're not grade 8, you're not grade 9. You are expected to write simple, complex and compound sentences. Here we go, then we come to these structures, and what does the file say? Do we have any different opinion? No. It says you have to have proper structures. Proper structures means simple, compound, complex. Now this will take me to your part where we have got transition words and other things. Clear? So I'm going to linking words. Why do we use those linking words? And where do we use those linking words? Here we go. This is organization. What is organization? Introduction. How many paragraphs you want for body? Khurshid was asking me whether should I write one big paragraph or three small paragraphs. You have a choice. Though it's an email and informal letter, you can have a choice whether you go for one big paragraph as your body. And then you have got what? Conclusion. Now coming to cohesive devices. What do you mean by cohesive devices? Cohesive devices means, I'm coming to range and accuracy later on. Make your component varied, coherent and cohesive. Okay, this is the part which is always difficult for the readers. Can you make your letter or composition cohesive? Yes. To make it cohesive, you have to use words like what? According to, suggestions, this thing states, and you have to use what? Linking words like consequently, in contrast, however, similarly. Very good. Beside that, what you can use? No, you can use only prepositional phrases. I told you last time. Adverbs and prepositional phrases. Don't go for these. Never go for adjectives or ambiguous words. Don't try to use that language. Then we have got the next file where I've got your transition words and phrases. This is the summary of your transition words and phrases. Here we go. Mister, if you see the screen, you'll find out we have got different situation. Suppose you are talking about events in the sequence. Now in this case, if you talk about events in the sequence, you have a different transition words. Okay, what we are going to use here? If we are adding our ideas, clear? You went to a party, you say, firstly we enjoyed the dinner, and then you say next, what did you have next? Next we had what? Dance on DJ? Maybe music? Drinks maybe, clear? Beside this, what did you have? Beside this, we had what? A kind of session where we had gossip, clear? In addition to this, what else we had? We had selfie session. Some of us wanted what? Pictures of the group. So we went for what? Selfie session. Not only did we enjoy the party, but also that selfie session. Clear? Furthermore, we had the company of our old ex-students of our school, and that made the atmosphere what? Pretty good. And we started feeling that it is a good time. This is what we do for addition and order. If you want to give any example, we had very good, nice drinks. Now, if you want to categorize, Mister, how you will categorize? Arafat, which drinks you had? Islam. Iced cola, energy drinks, mocktails, what else? Juices. And what we call in Tajik, surbo, soups, right? So I say, to illustrate further, I would say, and we had some drinks like, we can use like also, this word is not given here. Like, drinks like, you can categorize, label. And specifically, I would like to talk about energy drinks, which everybody liked it. Clear? To be specific, most of us wanted to go for mocktails. And in particular, that grape juice or pomegranate juice was well sought for. Everybody wanted to have that pomegranate soup. Clear? So this is how we are going to use comparison. We can use comparison, we can compare, we can add, we can use what? Contrast is very common. Clear? In spite of being a late party, many people turned up. We had almost 100 students from our school. Clear? And on the contrary, we did not have many ex-students. So what you're doing? You're using which one? Contrast. Clear? You're using contrast to compare things. Is there any need of cause in this case? I don't think so. In essays you can use it. This is caused by this thing, because of this thing. Because can be. Why many people didn't turn up? Because it was rainy weather. Why? The weather was not very friendly. So many people did not turn up. For this reason, on account of what? On account of Independence Day celebration in the town. There were traffic jams and not many people could get easy access to the venue. Clear? Therefore, as a result, we had a good party, we enjoyed it. So everybody got it now?
Yes.
So we have got all these three things here. Let's get back to the next thing. Range of vocabulary. Now range of vocabulary is another thing. If I would go with the list of 100 words, that is the range of vocabulary. I would go for 100 best words, clear? And those words you have to keep a vocabulary, clear? So, if you go for 100 words, this is the file which you need to have all the time. If you don't, you may go beyond the list of 100 words. What is my list of 100 words, mister? What is my list of 100 words? My list of 100 words has got some difficult words, alphabetically. Aberration. If I ask you what is aberration? Yes, mister. What does it say? What is aberration? Something that differs from the norm. What do you mean by abhor? To hate something. I have heard this custom in the mountains. Acquiesce, a very difficult word to pronounce. It is a verb. To agree to something without protesting. So, if I say I want to inform you, I would not say inform you. I would say this is to apprise you. What I will say? Apprise you. My vocabulary level will change from GCSE, ESL to EFL. My vocabulary level will change to English as a first language or first language English. Or my vocabulary level will change to higher if I go for university students. So this is 100 word list is more or less like your kind of what do you say, catalog. Carry inside your pocket whenever you do essay or whenever you do part 4, part 5 or part 6. Please carry these 100 words. If you want to keep it as a hard copy, you can glue it next to the place where you go very often, either the washroom or what? The mirror.
Yeah, good idea.
Or the dining table, under the glass. You can keep these things. They are always there. You keep revolving, your eyes clear. You can do what I use that, skimming. Skimming every day. Scanning is always there, reading is always there. So 100 word list. Let's get back to this. These documents now you need to be equipped with. Time has come. Hardly 20 days, right? So 100 word list you take out from the, tell me, I'll get it out and give it to you so that you can start using. Same way is the list of what? This must be pasted every time. When you go for any writing, you must know. Clear? This will be now in part which one?
Conclusion.
Part 6 also, summary and conclusion. Let's go what the guidelines say. What is the next thing? Mr. Accuracy. What do you mean by accuracy? Accuracy is what? Is it the accuracy of structures? Okay, I show you what is this accuracy now. Mr. What is this accuracy? Can you read out? Mr. Khurshid, just read out accuracy. It's very
easy to get carried away while writing on the
topic of your choice.
yes, topic of your choice, and therefore it's very important to use correct sentence structure.
Correct sentence structure, Mr. If I say not only, do I have to use but also? Yes.
Yes.
If I use both, I have to use what? And. Clear? If I use no sooner, I have to use then. If I use hardly, I have to use when. Okay, read further.
Spellings and
Punctuation.
Incorrect sentences, wrong spellings, and lack of punctuations are the very ideas that you want to convey to the reader. Employ a variety of sentences.
Okay, this is every session of mine has got this word. Islam knows now, Bruno knows now, Kushit knows. Variety of sentence structure, or I use the word varied sentence structure. That refers to what? Simple, compound, and complex. Read further.
Long and short.
Yes, long and short is what? Which are the long sentences? Will you use two small simple sentences?
Yes.
Or would you like to go for a long simple sentence? Yeah, hi, please sit down. So I would rather say you can have a long sentence, simple one. How can you make a long simple sentence? Don't worry, the session is being recorded. Mr. Session is being recorded. If you can watch, we'll wish to watch later on. Okay, so if you missed out a bit, no worries, okay? Now, let's go on to long and short. What do you mean by long and short? Anybody? If I use a long sentence, that should be a complex or compound. We cannot have long simple sentences. We can, but not many. I'm handicapped. I'm not able to write many long simple sentences. But what I would write? Short simple sentences maybe, but maybe I can stretch it, but not too far. Having taken his dinner, comma, he went to the market to see his friend. So what I have used? What have I used? Having and what I have used? Two. Having taken his dinner, little pause, comma, he went to the market for what? To indicates intention, that is your simple structure. Means you have to stretch it too far, but is it very long? No. Which is the best long sentence? Compound or complex? As soon as the policeman saw the thief, comma, he started chasing him. And thereafter, there was no stopping as he went on the chase too far till the time he would catch the thief. This is a long, complex sentence. As soon as, thereafter. It's not complex, it's a mixture of complex and compound. This goes to your university level. Complex, compound, two categories mixed together. But if you can write simple, compound or complex, you are GCSE students. Nobody would say anything. Examiners are going to accept it. Okay, need to read further from here.
But don't let your sentences become too long and rambling, or they become difficult to read. Also, effective punctuation is vital in conveying your arguments persuasively.
Okay. Now, if you want to persuasive writing is which writing? When you want to say that, what you say is right. I say sports shoes are better for trekking and hiking than rather than using which one? Leather shoes, formal shoes. This is you're persuading somebody. I would say Colgate is better than Pepsodent. You're talking about what? Toothpaste. You say this juice is better than that juice. This brand Nike is better than Adidas shoes. So you are saying like this. So he says it is vital, but it becomes vital here, Mr. Sadi. What is this? Which are these two signs? Exclamation and question tag. Where do we use it? In email and what? That is for which part? Part 4. So part 4 should have what? Proper starting and ending. Part 4 should have what? Informal language. Part 4 should have what? Avoid exaggeration. Don't talk like ornate, artificial language. And then contents, proper starting and endings we have discussed. Don't use this greeting. And now we are coming to punctuation. Let me complete now. Writing in the active rather than the passive voice is another well-known trick that the writer used to give the writing a sense of closeness. But I would say passive writing is better for part 5. Which one? Article. Active writing is okay here. Which case? Part 4. Active writing is okay here, but passive writing would be okay in report and articles. Then we say write using legible handwriting. Oh, we all know. We have to write down. But how can we improve now? In 2 years. We are already mature. We cannot work on our calligraphy, clear, writing skills. We need writing expert. No problem. You must cancel a word or just strike through the word with single or double lines. Here guys, I'm going for your long structures where we have got connective chart. You have got connective chart that is here. So this is again repetition of the same chart which is there, transition words. So you have got these words. Let's go for next part now. We are going for part number, this is done. Part 4 is almost done. Part 4 is almost done. And it says, avoiding what else? Too many metaphors or too many similes. As good as bad as. He is the Hitler of our country. He is the rock of our drama. Clear. So avoid using metaphors and similes. Clear. So this is what we have done. We have done our practice sessions. We know communication, context, and organization. Any questions, please? Part 4. Okay. We go for reading part 1. We select part 4 from here and part 1 for reading. Clear. So we have got part 1 and part 4. Yes, gentlemen, here it is for you. So, yeah, question please.
Islam is saying, can we have rest 5 minutes?
Yes, no problem. Now your reading time goes, you read it and then we come for reading. Clear?
Okay.
You want to switch it? It's 5 minutes gap.
Yes.
And restart.